And it's a growing problem in today's society. Alcohol continues to be the most commonly abused substance by the underage set. Various local organizations are joining forces to combat that problem by training law enforcement agencies to spot the signs. And this morning we have a couple people here to introduce themselves, to tell us more about this. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to our viewers.
Good morning. My name is Rudy Rodriguez, and I'm with the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Take the Wheel initiative here in Edinburgh.
Awesome.
Melissa Alviar with the RGV Council.
And we're really excited to have both of you because you're from two different organizations, but you're here with one common goal, and that's to really spot the signs of underage drinking and stop that. How are you guys doing that?
Well, there's a couple of things that we've been doing in the community. Most recently, what we started as of October of last year with the coalition is we approached coalition members with the idea of having this controlled party dispersal training that's sponsored by Texans Standing Tall. It was through the support of the coalition that we decided unanimously that this was something that we wanted to bring to the Valley.
And that's MAD, that's Unidad, and then that's also the other organization that you mentioned, and you're teaming up with law enforcement agencies. So how bad is this problem in the Rio Grande Valley? How prevalent is it for kids to drink underage?
Well, 1 out of 5 kids binge drink, and yet 1 out of 100 parents believe that their kids are binge drinking. It is the leading cause of crash incidents or accidents, and 1/3 of that is alcohol related. So Unidad stands for United Neighbors in Drug Abuse Defense. It's from different sectors, and within the coalition right now we have participation, of course, from MAT. We have I believe PSJ district also involved, and we are hosting it there in one of their site campuses, as well as McAllen PD, FAR PD, City of Hidalgo. We have the Aspiring Substance Abuse Club from UTPA students that are helping us with this initiative, or with this training that we're providing for law enforcement, which is free of charge. And there's a high need for the community to come together and try and be effective in the community.
Why do you think that training law enforcement specifically is a great way to start?
Well, I'd have to say, Victoria, really and truly, the reason it's a great way is because, number one, this training is going to provide an avenue for these officers to define the problem of underage drinking. Secondly, what it's going to allow them to do is it's going to teach them how to effectively manage these parties where the underage drinking is occurring. Excuse me. It's also going to allow them to discover adult providers at these scenes. And lastly, to get parents involved so that parents can start the conversations with their children earlier about underage drinking.
Because let's be honest, a lot of the underage drinking occurs at house parties that are supposed to be supervised by parents, and parents don't know if their kids are going to these parties.
Correct.
Right, and now it's becoming more so important because we're getting closer to spring break, and spring break begins the roll into the summer graduation parties, the 4th of July, etc. So it's important that we get a grasp on this now and move forward with this project.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We're going to talk more about this in our next hour because it is a very important topic. In the meantime, let's head back over to Mary.